here's your Break Apart Bike Friday video. Okay, so first step is to get your bike tool, and then the first step is to take off your pedals, and you're going to take off the left pedal and the right pedal. The left pedal you're going to, sorry, right pedal you're going to turn to the right, and then the left pedal you're going to turn to the left to get them off. If you can't get them off, then you'll use the pedal wrench. And to put them back on, you'll see the pedals have a little letter on them, either an R or an L, to say whether it's left or right. Okay? So that's first step. Take off the pedals. Okay.
So it's right hand threaded for the right pedal, left hand threaded for the left pedal. So that means that the right pedal is like a normal on the front. That's like a normal righty-tighty. So on the back side, it's backwards. And for the left, it's a reverse thread. So unlike a normal, anything that you'd normally do.
So you'll see one way we'll get it tighter and one way we'll get it looser. And sometimes you just can't tell which one that is at first. And if you get stuck, then you'll use the pedal wrench. Okay, and then next step is to take off the water bottle cages and leave the screws in the bike, so that they don't get lost and no kind of gunk gets into the bike frame. You'll have one here and then one on the back here. Then you'll also take off the rack, and same thing, leave the screws in the bike here and back here. Okay. Then you'll take off the seat post, leaving that big screw still in there as well, just taking the seat post all the way out. And then to pack it into the bike trailer, you're also going to need to take the seat off of the seat post. Okay. Then on the front, you will have the bike with the headset on it, like this. You'll unscrew these 4 screws here, and you'll take off the headset, or the handlebars. Take off the handlebars, but then leave the stem all assembled on here, so you'll have it when you're ready to go. And then to take off this stem riser, this is another big screw here. This one might be a little bit tight because that is going to keep any play from being in the headset, so this might be a little bit hard to unscrew, but you'll unscrew that and then pull this guy out of the fork. Okay, so then you have a couple of fun bags. The red bag says stem riser on it, so the stem riser goes into the red bag. And the bike, we just have a couple of other, or the bike seat, we just have a couple of other bags for them. So the bike stem can go, or the, sorry, not the stem, the seat post will go in the produce bag, and then the seat I just put in a plastic bag just to protect it. Okay, so all that stuff is ready to go in. So there's your pedals, your water bottle cages, your rack, maybe you have a light on the seat post, is all ready to go. Then you're going to take off your wheel, and really any of these could go in any order. If you want to take off the front wheel first to make the bike not move as much, that's fine. Take off the front wheel, and then the front wheel, to pack it, you're also going to need to remove the skewer and make sure that the skewer keeps the little springs on the skewer. Okay, and then you're ready to fold up your bike. So this is probably the trickiest part, but not really all that tricky. So actually one more cover you'll put on is the blue one over this part of the seat post. So when you collapse it down, that'll be protected. And that says seat mast on it too. So you're going to fold the bike up next, and the trickiest part of folding up the bike is that the rear wheel will come underneath the bike under here, and one of the cables, just the way that Mike built the bike, gets tight. And so you have to release this cable right here, this gearing cable right here. So this just comes in and out of this little holder right here. There's an opening underneath this holder that the cable can just slip out of, but you have to give it some slack first.
So what gear are you in before you start doing?
So before you start, you should be in your highest gear in the back, your biggest cog in the back. And in the front, it honestly doesn't really matter what gear you're in, as long as you're not in the biggest cog. You can be in the second or the lowest cog. So be in the biggest cog in the back. And if you forgot to do this before you took the bike apart, you can have somebody else grab the back and pedal, and you can shift in the front. So then in the front, you're going to use your rear cassette shifter. So that's going to be the right hand shifter. And you're going to shift the rear derailleur like you are going down to the lowest, the smallest cog.
But you're not going to pedal.
But you're not going to pedal, exactly. So you're not going to pedal, but you're just going to shift it down. So you'll see the rear derailleur going smaller, and you'll see that this cable got